A fable by dEVERy. Once upon a time, in a sun-faded field on the edge of a quiet forest, there lived a bunny rabbit who was as soft and lovely as springtime itself. Her fur shimmered like fresh snow, and she adorned herself with shiny trinkets, bottle caps, bits of ribbon, anything that glittered. The forest animals called her Fancy Franny, and legend had it her great-great-great-grandfather was the Easter Bunny. Somewhere, hidden away, she kept a golden egg passed down through generations. Franny was proud of her appearance, but beneath her delicate charm hid a deep, aching fear. You see, the bunny was always on the lookout for traps. Not just any trap, but the trap. The one that would take her feet and turn them into someone's lucky charm. It was a fear passed down from her grandmother's time, and it kept her constantly moving, always searching, always watching her step. She hadn't always been alone. Once, long ago, she had a friend. A big, lumbering bear named Bramble. He helped her gather berries too high to reach and would come running whenever she called his name. She'd wait in the bushes with a mischievous grin, then leap out and poke him with a stick just to hear him roar and chase her in circles. It was a game, at least to her. But one day, she called his name and he didn't come. Maybe he got tired of games. Maybe he stopped believing she needed him at all. Franny never mentioned Bramble again. One bright morning, while digging under an old oak tree for lucky pennies because she believed shiny things kept her safe, snap! The cold jaws of a hunter's trap clamped tight around her foot. Days passed. The bunny cried, not just from pain, but from loneliness. No one came. On the third day, barely breathing, her ears drooping and her trinkets dulled by dust, she let out the tiniest cry for help. That's when the donkey came. He was old, his back bowed from years of labor. He had once hauled cannons for the army, fitted with blinders so he wouldn't flinch from the noise or stray from his path. He had been whipped, starved, and shouted at. But now, in his older years, he wandered free. No reins, no blinders, no orders. Just silence and the sun. He heard the bunny's cry and followed it. When he saw her trapped, broken, and weeping, something in his tired heart stirred. Using his worn-down teeth, he gnawed at the metal trap, never once stopping until the bunny was free. He stayed with her, bringing berries, herbs, and water. He chewed sweetgrass and gently pressed it into her wound. And as she healed, he stayed longer than he planned. The bunny, grateful and recovering, decided she didn't want to live in fear anymore. She started planting seeds, carrots mostly, because they were her favorite. And now, his too. "Help me grow this garden," she said, "and when the carrots are ripe in the fall, we'll have more than enough for both of us." The donkey, whose days had once been filled with cannon fire and forced marches, liked the peace of planting. But without his old blinders, he was easily distracted, wandering in circles, chasing butterflies, or stopping to stare at clouds. So one morning, the bunny tied a long stick upright on the donkey's back. It stretched out before him, and at the end of it, she dangled a bright orange carrot. "This," she said, tapping the carrot, "is the goal. Carrots, carrots, carrots. Stay focused, you silly mule." And each day as the donkey tilled, pulled weeds, and watered the rows, the bunny chanted, "Carrots, carrots, carrots!" The donkey worked harder, even as he grew weary. He pushed through his aches, his past, and his doubts because that carrot promised reward, peace, and maybe a purpose. Then, at last, harvest came. The garden burst with golden, plump, leafy carrots, a treasure of abundance. The donkey slept with a smile, dreaming of his share and his journey finally fulfilled. But when the sun rose, the bunny was gone. So were the carrots. She had pulled them all before dawn and hidden them away deep in the earth. Even the one from the stick. Her fear had returned, of being trapped, of losing what she had. And though the donkey had helped her heal, her fear whispered, "Don't trust. Don't share. Survive." She told herself, "I never even got his name." He was stubborn anyway. Always distracted. This is just balance. The donkey, waking to the empty field, looked at the stick still tied to his back. He lowered his head, not angry, just tired. But instead of cursing her, he smiled softly. "She found her safety," he whispered. "That's something." And then he walked on. No carrot, no blinders, no regrets. Just the open road, kaleidoscopes of butterflies, and a freedom he now understood was never meant to be tied to a stick.
Where redwoods whisper and galaxies meet, no rearview mirror, no turning around, just the hum of time and the pull of sound. The yellow lines glow steady and true, cutting through night with a holy hue. The forest glows, but I don't stop. The edge of the universe is just one hop. I'm driving on yellow lines to the stars, past the trees, past the scars. Every mile's a question mark, every light a beating heart. I'm gone, I'm gone, chasing something written in the dark.